guys who make minds to go deep. OP, what in the guess and so chill. Part of the day in the life you won't see. Part of the day in the life you can't be here for. It's the day in the life of OGs. Dinner with.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this. Alexander down, David.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. And from Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now, here's Batum. The 17-footer. Leonard, no luck.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Morris. He can't get that one. Collins with some nice D. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And that one's good. Hunter. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George passes to Batum. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins passes to Capella. Collins trying to break free. And it's Capella missing. Here's Leonard on the money from 12 feet away.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Collins. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Jackson. Bogdanovich against George. And Capella sends it back. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Hunter, no one around him. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And Bones with that Capella trade last year to the Hawks. A bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Here's Hunter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Atlanta making some changes. Ellis comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Herter subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Good chance to see Paul George Birch that time.
Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
George with the bounce pass. Leonard with no one around. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 5.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Kicks it out to Collins. Batum brings the double team. Outside Collins. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jackson passes to Batum. The feed to Leonard. Releases. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 9. Reddish kicks to Young. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To end the run, and the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu is checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. And it's Williams in for Trey Young.
And they've scored 7 times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Williams, here we go. And it goes down 2 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
And if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Leonard. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Rondo against Williams. To the inside. Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slip feed. Leonard's got 7.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Leonard has it in the corner. And another 3 for the Clippers. Williams inside the line. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 10-point lead. So breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Williams. Gallinari is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Herter in the 2 spot.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Count it. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Leonard. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
In a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And now the first time out call here for the Hawks. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands, he's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1", I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Rondo looking over the floor. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 14. Moving it up. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Hunter.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Rondo passes to Zubac. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now Hunter. He's got 9. Wasted no time on that one. Hunter's got 12.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rondo against Gallinari. They need this. Got a piece of it. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. For Atlanta, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. Snell from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the Clippers call time here.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt him a Carmelo deal. His career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's Bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Morris. Over Collins. Atlanta with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
The Clippers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And George kicks to Batum. Morris trying to free himself up. Jackson against Young. Here's Hunter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for DeAndre Hunter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
George from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
The shot's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Right side, George. Got a hand on it.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Outside Jackson. The 3 from George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Young's shot is good.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Outside, George. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And Paul George in the mid-range area just dominating that possession.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks Rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Learning on the fly. And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Hunter dishes to Capella, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
George against Bogdanovich. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Leonard with the bucket.
Well, you see the touching side from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. He gets that one. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
So for the Hawks, Alinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Herter comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Young.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Williams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
On the inside, Williams knows exactly what to challenge and who to challenge to get to the free throw line.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Rondo with it. Williams picks him up. Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got 20.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. There's Gallinari with the 3. Drills it from outside.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and here is Zubac. And there's the pass to Rondo. Here's Zubac. Nice hit again. In deep. Leonard drops it in. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Passes to Herter. Williams against Rondo.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And that one's good. George has got 16 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rondo against Williams. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel from when to pull the trigger.
George looking over the floor. Pass to man. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
How about that cut to the rack right there? Once Lou Williams has a step on the defense, they know they're in trouble.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo against Williams. With the teardrop, it's deflected.
Good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Herter. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Here's Man. Banked in off the glass.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Okongwu. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. He's got 6.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Rondo on top. Gallinari covering. Now, here's Kennard. Caught it from 12. Kennard's got his second bucket.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Gallinari inside the 3-point line. Buries the jump shot.
Smooth looking Jay from Gallo there. That's his game.
The Clippers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They swipe it. And now run up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Rondo gets the bucket.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Williams kicks to Reddish. Out to the right wing. Here's Herter. Traps in the tray. Herter's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Craig, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. Jackson, that's good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Fades and shoots. And it's Capella missing for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. To the paint. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Kennard. That shot off the mark. A D by Bogdanovich. The Hawks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Fernando, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Dunn. 5 to shoot, Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Young, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 23 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
The pass to Jackson. Bucket is good. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough moves.
Here's Hunter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Jackson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And there's Hunter on the assist by Collins. 21 points in the game.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Batum passes to George. Leonard inside. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Good.
And now the defense, full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Bogdanovich against George. Passes it to Jackson. Morris kicks to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And they get it. Leonard trying to break free. Jackson misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So we'll see Bogdanovich go to the free throw line here. That one on George. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. 6 to shoot. Here's Beverly. It's good. Beverly's got his first basket of the night.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. On the wing, Williams kicks to Okongwu. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice D from Cousins.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's Rondo. Pass to Beverly. Here's Cousins. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
It looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Beverly. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which